Jacket there, Jack. I like it.
We'd like to welcome you to Late Night with Donnie Glover jacket, man. Look, just show him the jacket. Stand up. Let's see the whole jacket. Let's get it over with. Come on, Frank.
What's happening, Donnie?
Hey, so Marty grew up the street from you.
Up the street from me?
Where'd you grow up at, Frank?
1 second. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Donnie After Dark. Is that what it's called, Donnie?
Late Night with Donnie and Friends.
Late Night with Donnie and Friends, where we really come together and just, I'm going to be honest with you, we could talk about almost anything. Wow. So we're here.
And the Y in Nyte is for my Y.
Okay. I like that. Oh, is that what the Y was for? I was like, why did he spell Nyte N-Y-T-E? I thought it was some Ebonic shit, but you know. Sorry.
Oh, that's kind of
Donnie, so last week when we did this, how did people feel about the cursing? They didn't have a problem with it?
No.
Good. I like it. Let's fucking rock. Yes, let's go.
So he grew up we call him Party. We call him Party.
Everybody calls me Party
Marty. You know, it's funny. Yeah. I heard that before. I don't know if it derived from you, but you grew up in West Baltimore?
Bentlow Street.
I grew up on Bentlow Street. Where you from, Frank?
That was up the street. That was up the street. We called that the softy area. It was like the mama's boys was raised, you know. People in nice houses and, you know, up on Bentlow. You know, Bentlow's got the nice houses on it, to me anyway. I think.
Where?
Huh?
Where? I mean, you know, from the bottom down Loretto or top?
Bruh, Bentlow ain't for so long. Come on, let's keep it real.
Two different neighborhoods there, Donnie.
No, I'm sorry. It goes Loretta Avenue to Mondawmin Mall.
There you go. Which one is yours?
That's Loretta Avenue, bro. Actually, it's called Frank Johnson's Way. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I come my hanging out days was Loretta Avenue.
Okay, which block?
The end. I come up with Stanley Johnson, Michael Body, Bernard Presley, the Curls.
That means you must be older than me.
Yeah, I'm 64.
Oh, wow. Damn, you 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I think of Loretta, here's the Loretta I know. Let me tell you a story only one time. Yeah, zoop, be-do, bop-do-wah, about the mighty Loretta Avenue. The dice are loaded and the cards are marked. You better be cool if you want to walk on the mighty Loretta Avenue.
Is that
we got hoes, we got pimps, we got prostitutes. Yeah, I come up from that, Loretta.
What was that?
That was the songs we sung on the corner. You know what I mean? When you was Brown's, the liquor store, we stood on the corner. Michael Body, Bernard Presley. That's what we sung.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
It was. Hey, Maurice, that was when black people owned our communities.
Oh yeah, real talk.
You remember that?
I remember
the
it well.
Owned hardware store across the street on Loretta. on Emerson and Whitmore. You remember?
Oh
the liquor store that was right next to it, owned by a black person. The print shop next to that, owned by a black person. The corner store down at Evergreen and Emerson Avenue that was owned by somebody where we used to go buy the penny candies.
Exactly. Yeah. Michael Coates and them ran down there when Big Fat Haney used to work in the hardware store forever. When he finished with it, the Handies across the street bought it. Yeah, Paris Pirates. They had the softball team when Michael Coates and them all played for them. You know. Those were the times.
Those were the days when I tell you I miss being able to go down to Evergreen Park and see at any given time it packed on both sides of the fences. People there sitting on the grass watching them play what?
Football and baseball, basketball. It was the basketball court next to the Evans house. The Evans lived on the corner.
Right.
Kevin, you know what I mean? All the Evans lived there. So that's where we knew it from. But basketball was when Peapod and them was coming up back from, what was that, St. Edwards or something like that on Lafayette? When they came up, when you come down there, no matter how good you were, if you wasn't from that neighborhood, you was gonna get that ass whipped down there.
Let me tell you this. One of my favorite memories of growing up when we were a family as a community.
Wow.
Was to see the parades come down Emerson Avenue.
James Mosier, I coached there. Do you know Donnie Glover from there?
Donnie Glover from there? No.
Yeah, Donnie Glover played Little League at James Mosier. You know what my fondest memory of Donnie Glover is?
What?
Donnie Glover actually won. I coached at Little League. Donnie Glover won the first Ike White Award. Ike White was Negro League player. He was the principal of 91 school. He was a big coach. And when he passed, we started an award like the Cal Ripken something. It was called the Ike White Award. You had to be a prominent member of society, wanting to be something in school, but you had to be an athlete. Donnie at one time was a heck of an athlete. He was an all-star starting pitcher. He won. Donnie, I ain't gonna ask you if you remember because you'll never forget it, correct? Donnie was the first recipient of the Ike White Award. But
so I guess that's why he is so committed to uplifting other people with his his awards and his accolades that he gives to others.
Yeah, you know what, and you know, Frank, you would say that I went in my office and I tried in the background put my picture when I got my little damn it, shit, black, what's it called, Donnie, from you? The award. Well, anyhow, it'll come to me. You know what I mean? Joe Mann them gave it to us when I got that. I was so proud of the little award that I received. It's in my office, and I was in my office, but I had background noise. But yeah, Frank, that's a good point that you bring up. You know, when people were rewarded or awarded these things, you know what it means.
Yo, what the fuck happened to our communities?
Yeah, that's
like
so
that.
True,
Yo,
man.
that boggles me every day, and it's not that I don't know, but I'm saying, how did we let this shit happen to our communities?
Wow, that's a hell of a question.
Yo, let me say something to you, Maurice. Think back, bro. It wasn't long ago.
Yeah.
It was love. It was so much fucking love.
Do you remember when you used to walk? I remember St. Mark's Church. And I mean, I'm walking down the street with all the thugs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm telling this bitch. Yeah, I've been doing this. I was doing it. Then as you walk back, church. And you stop.
Shut up.
And you know what I mean? Kept on going. You stop cussing and stuff like that till you got past the church. You drinking your wine. You know what I mean? Church. Put your hand down. Took the wine, put the top on it. When you got past the church, then you went back to cussing and drinking. You didn't do none of that in front of the church. Now they getting high shooting dope on the church steps.
On the church steps.
Oh, man. Wow.
But for the grace of God, there go I. And so let me just say, I'm so grateful and honored to know you two cats who happen to grow up in the same part of town, but you're known far beyond Edmondson and Bentlow.
Yeah.
Far beyond Loretta and Warwick.
Yeah. That's kind of the same. But that's a good point you made, Frank. What happened?
Man.
Where did it go?
So I don't know, and I yearn every day. As a matter of fact, they have this new thing called the Clubhouse, right? It's like Facebook, but it's the voice of Facebook, right? So what happens is you can create these rooms, and people can come in these rooms. It's almost like you're at a conference, and they can listen to you, and they can raise their hand to be invited on stage to talk. It's all audio, no pictures, right? And so I went into this room today called the Millionaire Mindsets to Millionaire Room. So it was hosted by, I guess, it seemed to be mostly by predominantly Caucasians, and they were pretty much were the helm of it all. And they were asking people to come up today. And
Cicely Tyson pass, man.
Huh?
Cicely Tyson pass.
I didn't hear it.
Today?
Cicely Tyson.
Today?
They just said it.
Damn.
Ashe.
But anyways, it was awkward because it wasn't designed, I don't think, for us to be a part of it. And it was so it made me really realize that.
Oh man.
Frank, would you say, Donnie, quick moment of silence for Cicely Tyson?
Yeah.
Oh man, prayers going up.
Ashe.
That's sad.
Talk about family.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Talk about Black love. Talk about representation of Black love in this
96 years old.
How many?
96 years old.
96.
Thank you, Donna.
96.
Thank you, Donna.
Donnie, did you say 96?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I'll never forget watching a movie as a kid, Miss Jane Pittman. And they her, and she went into that water fountain. She said, tighten that ass up. Keep on treating me like that.
Hey, let me ask you that to go off topic for a minute. My wife and them are talking. They're on a Zoom call. She's in a group, and they were talking. Everybody has something different to say about the coronavirus situation and taking taking the shots or what have you. And I'd like to hear some other opinions on that. Now, I come from the nursing field, my medical background. I don't have a degree in anything, but I'm a psych nurse. I mean, crazy, So, and what we were taught in my training and professional training, that if everybody doesn't participate in this thing, say you get in a room, you got 10 people in the room, 5 people take the antidote, 5 people don't take the antidote. But let's use a better figure, like 100. 50 take it, 50 don't. You're not going to cure it. I'm wondering, what's the opinion on this? Because people saying, I'm not going to take it, I'm not going to do this. So, well, I know we're talking about the side effects and how does that go. So what are we dealing with, y'all? We dealing with the ostrich in the sand, put your head in and you think it's just going to go away and you're not going to catch it. I mean, I'd like to get some feedback on it because that's what they're in there talking about. And everybody's talking about they're not going to take it because this could happen, because that could happen. I mean, I'm trying to, get a grasp on that.
Tell them what they should do is they should read the back of the medication they take. Right. They should read the information on some of the medication they take in there that you get from a supermarket. I would do a lot more research, because the fact is, if everybody takes it except one person, well, I'm sorry, let me correct myself because I don't want to say it's a fact, but I think if everybody takes it except one person, and that one person starts getting around the rest of the everybody else, what's going to happen?
They're going to get it too.
It's going to start up again. Unless this totally, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not the professional, so it's kind of hard to say that. But my mindset would be, if that's how it spreads.
Frank, nor am I. I mean, I err to what you're saying. I can't understand how we were begging to find a vaccine. Now we have a vaccine, and everybody's saying I'm not going to take it. I don't understand the gist of this.
Right. So what I suggest, right, is to and again, I posed a question, and one of y'all might be more educated than me on this. If you take it, if someone else has it and they're next to you, what does that do to the person that didn't take it? Have they said that yet? I haven't heard that yet.
I'm listening. Herd immunity, and the idea is to get get swaths of people inoculated so that it can take on form of its own, kind of reversing the tide. That's my understanding.
So if it goes like the election and half takes it and half don't, then what's the percentage that it'll flare up again?
I don't have those.
I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think
it's got to flare up again? It's got to flare up again. It has no choice but to flare up again. People don't know even what's it called, the flu. The flu shot literally injects the flu in you.
Right.
It's not to stop you from getting the flu. They give it to you so your body can get immune to it. Right. Some kind of defense going up,
We got
Mike Nyte, turn your camera sideways. Turn your camera this way. There you go. Now we all look alike. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. What up, sir?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
You and Donnie.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
You and Donnie with these fucking shades.
Hey, I shine my light at night because I'm shining so bright.
Shades. What are y'all doing that y'all got shades on? That's what I want to know first and foremost.
Watching out for all.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the hot spot, nigga. This is Donnie After Dark.
Who that? That's Frank.
Yeah, change the name again.
I didn't even know that was Frank. What up, baby?
Now his mic sounds low.
Can't hear you.
Mike, if you go down to the bottom, you'll see a little thing that says camera mic. You click that and then click on mic, and you can turn your input of your audio all the way up. That's the way you can hear you clearly. Sorry, y'all. Welcome to the Frank Johnson Show. We are here live tonight with Nyte, who is a radio veteran. We are here with Maurice Tate, who is an amazing lifelong friend to one of our incredible and very own host of this show, Doni Glover.
Hey.
Doni, how are you?
Man, we got a special guest star, Frank Johnson, and then we got Mike Nyte coming in. Hey, so party.
Yeah.
You don't know who Frank is, do you?
Not right off.
Here you go with this shit.
Frank is a celebrity. Hey, Lisa Renee Jackson, they coming into the light. Okay. Hey, Blossom, Lisa Renee, Don.
You got to get back in front of the camera.
Stop playing. Listen.
The focus.
I got this. Tell them who you are, Frank. Frank is a celebrity.
So my name is Frank Johnson. As you see with the plaques on the back of my wall and the recording equipment, I'm somewhat in the music business. They say that anyway.
Okay.
I, for the past 25 years, a young kid from Lorette Avenue, grew up with the aspirations, enjoying the childhood coming up, breakdancing at Lafayette Elementary School on the floor, and then going off to Calverton High School and getting really intrigued into music and having amazing opportunities set forth to me to be able to grow in the industry and something that I love, which is entertainment. And I've been working in the music business as an executive for probably over 25 years and loving it, still doing it. Just excited about so many opportunities to work with new artists. And I'm working on a book right now that I'm about to release.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that. 275 pages of me growing up from elementary school till now. All of my stories reflecting on West Baltimore and just traveling across the world and just doing something that I love. But that's all I do, man. It's just a little thing. I promote records. I promote records to make it simple. Mike Nyte, your shit is super fucking sexy, nigga. This nigga, Mike, easy.
Hey, yeah,
Mike, easy.
What up, son? Frank told me a couple of things back, like at the beginning of the Chronic. Yeah, hey, I was thinking about that shit today. Like, when I called you that night about starting the Chronicles, and it was 6 years ago, man. And
wow.
And it's been that long.
Doni, I don't talk about half the things that I be involved in because it's not about that for me. It's about seeing my brothers.
You gave me that advice. It was so major that I just took it and ran with it. In 6 years, I mean, we 5 stations in.
Hey, but you know what the key? You know what the key is, Mike? You took it
and ran.
See, a lot of times that's what we don't get to. We hear it. We hear it all day long. We're inspired. Inspired.
Party. Frank from Baltimore, but he be hanging in New York. Mike from New York, but be hanging in Baltimore.
House, baby. I love this.
Among other things. And places.
Respect.
Yeah, we swap. Yeah, we swap.
That's what's up. Yeah, New York is my hang. I always tell the story. My first time going there by accident, I was with the young lady. We got in town about 9 o'clock or something like that, and fell asleep. And we woke up. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. Next thing I know, by the time we said, well, we're gonna wait till tomorrow. I was hungry, so I said, let's go out. Maybe we find, you know what I mean, a 7-Eleven or something like that. We been staying in Times Square, but we were around the corner, walled off something, I guess. So we came out across the street. This was so many years ago. Remember when you used the camera? Now everybody got a phone now. Think about the cameras are gone. So you had a camera. The battery was weak in my camera. We wanted to get another battery. So we walked out the door and walked down the street and looked across the street. And it was 7-Eleven. We saw, okay, well, let's walk, see if we see anything else. It was a store. The lights were on. It's like a convenience store or something like that. Lights were on. But we figured people working there, that it was, you know, they were cleaning up or something. That's why. I looked like somebody came out the door. So I still kept saying, nah, Jack, it's 1:30 in the morning, man. They probably just working there or something like that. And I never forget walking to that corner. When we got to the corner, I turned that corner to Times Square. Oh, my God. It was 1,000 people out. The lights were lit, boy.
Right
I threw my hands up in the air and said, Mama, I'm home, baby. Mama, I'm home. This me party. And I never forget that day. We end up having a steak. Real talk. We went to a place, BBQ's. They was closing. We end up going next door to BB King's restaurant. 20 minutes after 3 a.m., we had 2 Mai Tais in front of us and a steak. Donnie, where they do that at? 20 minutes after 3, New York, baby. Everything was still open.
They don't even do that. They don't even do that in California. Where they do
Let me tell you. Hey, Jay, tell them, Donnie. 1 o'clock, Jay, you turn to a pumpkin in Baltimore. 1:30, you done. They call it last call. Last call, last eat, last drink, last kiss. Everything is at 2 o'clock. Your dumbass gone home. But I had that damn steak. I knew where I was. Now, my thing is Broadway plays. I love a Broadway play, so that's my shot.
Baltimore's been known to have an after hour and an after hour.
Yeah, but we just went there to drink, shoot dice, tell lies. You know what I mean? Wasn't no steak, baby. Wasn't no Mai Tais. It was beer, nigga. You know what I mean? Fulton and Baker. It was beer, a 2-spot bar. You know, you got a drink, you got some beer, you shut the door and you be quiet if somebody rode by. It wasn't like that. We was legal walking around eating and drinking. That was some big boy shit to us, you know.
Yeah, it sounded like the 90s in Baltimore. I'm with you.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, much respect for the love your city showed me, Frank, and I know why you go and hang out there. It's the place to be. You get what I'm saying? But the other side of it, I had my first experience with catching the subway too, though. You know what I mean? I'm going about 10 blocks. They tell you go up on the L and come back on the J, then go cross on the Y. Man, I was on about 4 trains. Me and my homeboys, everything that they look.
You hanging out in the Bronx? Yeah, that's because you.
Yeah, that's where we was at. Hey, hey, Donnie, everybody got a pocket full of money. They jump over the turnstile anyway. You know what I mean? Ate the food, threw the bag on the ground. I'll never forget that, Jack.
Badass kids.
Oh my goodness! And then the beer, you got it from the market. It wasn't a bar. You went to a regular corner store. You feel me? And got beer, but they were selling beer there. And I'll leave this and let y'all talk. That's when they told me that I was getting a hoagie. All I know is the hardest damn bread I ever ate in my life. They told me that's how a cold cut's supposed to taste. Bread was hard as hell.
They probably said a hero. You getting
a hero? My hero. Yeah, hero. All I know is the bread was hard.
You can tell a true New Yorker.
Yeah. He knew the thing.
Listen, I've heard Mike correct you 2 times. The hoagie, and then he said, "Oh, you must have been in the Bronx." How the fuck out of all the trains? How the fuck out of all the trains you say you jumping? Only somebody from New York know that you was in the Bronx.
And right both times. And right both times. Yeah, when he was in the Bronx, you go up on one train and come back on another. I don't understand that at all, Jack.
So Mike Nice, tell us about yourself, man.
He can turn his goddamn mic up. We can hear him.
I'm just the product of Frank Johnson, man. Yeah.
Mike, hit the cam button at the bottom, and then hit the audio button or the mic button, and you'll see take it off of auto. It's on auto right now.
Last time I did that, it disconnected me, Frank.
Well, you clicked the wrong fucking button. Take it off of auto, and then push the volume button all the way up. See the volume button show up? Push it all the way up.
It's all the way up. It's all the way up.
You got a stink ass phone.
iPhone 10. Stank.
Damn! You know I ain't never had
just
an
scream.
iPhone.
We can hear you. Everybody, be quiet. Go ahead.
I got the phone. See, you got me fucking with shit. Shit falling down. All right. I'll put it back up. But yo, I'm trying to do a lot of things, man. Like I said, 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, I called Frank with an idea about the Hip Hop Chronicles. And, we talked about it, gave me some suggestions, some ideas. I ran with that shit. I'm about to put the phone down. Y'all about to look at the turntable for a minute. So I ran with them ideas, and, here we are. 5, 6 years later, I got a station in Kentucky. I got a station in Alaska. I got a station in Northern Virginia.
Got a lot of gray hairs?
Huh?
Got a lot of gray hairs?
You see that shit? That shit was a hassle. But I mean, you know,
I don't know about you, Donnie, but I'm having some fun on this motherfucking late night show.
You know what I mean? We persevered. We got through it. So we started.
Mike, I don't know what kind of phone you have, but your camera is so goddamn clear.
I'm trying to hold up. Oh, you see.
Donnie look like he hiding from somebody. Donnie look like he hiding from somebody.
So
let me see if I can do it. Hold on.
We got all the stations jumping. We got a couple programs going, and then we started a new radio app called Power 410. And the Power 410 app, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I know we connected with like Chris Gotti, Irv Gotti, Murder Inc., but we doing like close to 100,000 a month.
Wow.
And then the station is fucking just, you know, my station is barely doing that. I think this month we fucking, like, I'm talking about, you know, my work, but we barely did 80,000. So I think this social media thing is popping. The advice you gave me, Frank, is working, and we rocking.
He gave me
on a bunch of different levels. Like we touching a lot of people, man. So we from Alaska to Baltimore, heavy. And we got
damn, Frank, big ups, man. Big ups.
Well,
Real tough.
You ain't heard it all, party. You ain't heard it all. Mike, what you do? Midnights.
Yeah, we do the Hip Hop Chronicles. We're the #1 show on EAA. We running that 5 plate. We running the 5 position slot Monday through Fridays.
And he let me come on tonight, party.
Midnight. What? Tell me what the Hip Hop Chronicles is, Mike.
Huh?
Tell me what Hip Hop Chronicles is. I'm acting like I know, but I'm on up to my shortcomings. Tell me what it is.
It's beats, knowledge, and flavor.
Beats, knowledge, and flavor.
It's classic. It's primarily focuses classic hip hop. It's good hip hop. It's when music was good music, when it was wholesome, when we didn't disrespect our communities and our families and our women. It's really good, feel good music, and it's a touch of information. It's a touch of features by other notable people like, you know, DJs and resources. Donnie Glover has a segment on there with Mike that talks and speaks about, you know, just community and just different aspects. You know, it's a really good feel good show for people who want to get a quick 2 hours?
Yep.
2 hour look and reflection on hip hop.
It's on tonight?
It's on tonight.
Yeah, midnight.
I'm in there.
Tonight our DJ, check it out. Tonight our DJ, well, after me and Johnny go off, is DJ Terminator X from Public Enemy. And it's Terminator
X, rock the road. Hey, Terminator X, that's my man.
Hall of Famer Terminator X, and then it's followed by international hip hop out of Russia, a group called Planet Earth, Planet Rap. So they come on and they play music from all parts of Europe, everywhere, every continent. So it's a dope show. It's working. It worked.
I'm in there.
Did some things. You've been to Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, I can't get over how clear your picture is. I'm sorry.
That's the 10. He says the I-10.
I got lights and shit.
That can't be the iPhone 10.
If I turn it around, I got lights. I got camera lights. It's a studio down here.
I know, it's nice. It's nice like it is right now. I just can't believe you. And it's probably because I have mine dimmed, and I just have, you know, I'm in the cool place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
drinking a little lemonade.
Somewhere back there.
I want to light a blunt. I want to light a blunt, but I might get in trouble. Donnie might scold me.
Well, look. Well, I'm glad that. Look, I'm glad that you say that because I moved and left my glass in another goddamn room, and I got it.
Man, fuck y'all. I'm about to join in. Hold up.
Woo-hoo.
I was trying to figure out how to do this, Jack. I made a mistake and left my glass, man, in my motherfucking wine time.
Hey, take it to the end.
Yeah. That's what we was talking about, Loretta, wasn't we? This how we did. What's the word?
I ain't gonna hit the joint.
Put that bottle in. Hey, get your stuff glass, man. What's wrong with
Man,
you,
let
Tate?
that man do what he do. This is late night.
I'm a get up. I'm in the bedroom, sitting in the bed. Y'all took me out the comfortable room because it was noise. You took me out the office because it was background sound. Only place I can do is hide in the bedroom.
Maurice, shh, don't call it noise. Your wife might hear you.
I like y'all, Jack. And you know what? On that note, you just saying that, Frank, this is what I'm talking about. People don't always see y'all as regular people. They don't see the radio studio hosts. They don't see the Channel 11 political analysts. They don't see the owner of the studio. They don't see Party Marty's Moon Bouncers owner. They don't see us as regular people.
Oh, you
know
Party
what I mean?
Marty Moon Bouncers?
Yeah, I own Party Marty's Moon Bouncers.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. My man,
Yeah,
I'm so... Hey, listen, let me say something to you.
Yeah.
I am so... I uplift you, bruh, because it ain't often that you see many of us last in business, let alone a business like that.
Thank you. Yeah, this is year number 10.
You know, I'm not gonna give it away, but you live up off the your Westville County, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I know where you live actually because I knocked on your door one time.
Yeah, what was
up? I saw your trucks outside. Nobody answered, but I saw a couple of your trucks outside. And
okay,
you notice I ain't saying your truck. Your trucks.
Yeah. It's 5 of them. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People don't see.
Be proud of that, bro. Be proud.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And you know what? As I always tell people, you know, Doni has taught me this. I got the same dope cokes and Reddies that I always had. They just cotton candy, popcorn, and moon bouncers now. I got the same runners that I always had. Now they just employees. You feel me? The same stash house, but it's a warehouse. You know what I mean? Then when I was sitting there looking at Mike, it just dawned on me after a minute when he started saying he's in the studio. Literally. You know what I mean? He's literally in the studio. Not I'm going over here and give somebody $40 for an hour so I can put my mixtape together. It's people that really turn the key, walk in there 24 hours a day to their studio. And guess what, Doni? They look like us. There's somebody right here. You see all them damn awards, Frank. You see them stand up? Look at all that shit on the wall. It's a regular Loretta Avenue, Scooby-Doo, that got these things. What was the first thing that Mike Nyte did when he came in? Pay homage to that man. To that man and said, 6 years ago, I came to you with an idea. Instead of you brushing me off and talking slick to me, you told me, let this thing work. And we got together, and I want to go off and tell you that worked. That's what he did first. Donnie Glover, I'll give you this story. I always tell this. We was at Eden Lounge when my company was just starting. He came over and said, man, we having a business meeting, and everybody going to talk about their company. So they was all talking. The guy said, I'm the CEO of this, and I'm the owner, operator, all that. The first half, I ain't say nothing because I was intimidated. I was a moon bounce company. I had 5 moon bounces. I ain't nothing. So Donnie came out. He calls me Tates. When we went out to take a drink, he said, Tates, man, cat got your tongue. I said, what's going on? He said, you was a little quiet in there. I said, Donnie, man, you brought me here with these little couple moon bouncers, and this person is the CEO, and that person's the president and the owner, operator, and all that kind of stuff. He said, the CEO, he the niggas that invented it, that thought it up. The owner, operator is the nigga that drives the van. You know what I mean? The supervisor is the guy that sweeps the floor and turns the lights out when he leaves. And guess what I realized?
They say a good leader is the person that leads by example.
I learned from that. When he told me that, I ain't never been ashamed no more. Yeah. I started with 2 moon bounces out the trash, and I never knocked myself. But, you know, Daddy taught me something. If you want to go off on your stats, I have the largest black kids party rental company on Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Virginia area. It don't mean that it's big. It means I got more equipment than everybody. My moon bounce may be in a corner, and I don't use it because it's old. It's still my moon bounce. You still got 86 moon bounces and 23 water slides and 11 popcorn machines. He told me that day. And I put my head up from now on. Don't nobody never look down at me again. Don't nobody, when we was on the corner, Loretta, you ain't look down at me or scrounge your face at party. When I was coming through New York, I don't think, man, you ain't going over there, nigga. I'm going wherever I want. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Donnie told me, don't put your head down. Don't let nobody feel like they got more than you. And that's what I did in business. And I look at y'all now. I'm sitting here talking with a person with a wall full of plaques. I'm talking to the man that said he got 3-4 syndicated shows. He in Hawaii and Alaska and all this kind of shit. And he talking to me, party. You feel me? And later on tomorrow, I'll still be talking to Channel 11's political analyst, Donnie Glover.
Hey, Marty, why shouldn't he? We're like,
why shouldn't I? Look, these young people don't know. They sell themselves short. That's what I'm talking about.
You're right. They do. They don't know, but they don't. It's not their fault.
Yeah,
it's not their fault because at some point, and we don't want to get super political on it and shit, but at some point we were divided. It was something divisive thrown into our communities by the way of drugs and things like that tore our communities apart, and we really don't understand that. The problem is they don't even understand the effect that it had on our communities. These kids are fucking lost because they don't feel like nobody love them. Their mothers wasn't around or their fathers wasn't around, and they just lost because they never had nobody to help them figure it out. So now you got a lot of fucking lost souls out here on the street. And if y'all listening to me, I ain't talking about you lost here, nigga. I'm talking about you lost here.
Yeah.
Because you weren't privy to that love and that love that you should have been embraced by. But there's motherfuckers out there that love you, man. We love you. That's the reason Donnie do what he do, and he fight for our communities every fucking day. That's why Mike Nice is an example. And if you take your records to him at the radio station, he gonna support you and give you a chance and give you a highlight. And that's why this black brother here, at 64 years old, have created an incredible company as an example of what we can do by taking a goddamn moon bounce out the trash can and turning it into 8. How many you said you have now?
Oh man, I got 86 moon bounces.
86.
I got a lot of them.
But it's real.
And what an awesome God we serving. Thank you.
I don't want to get all into politics.
You know the lady that who owned the moon bounces and threw them away. She bought new ones and this and that. My buddy used to work for him, and we won't get into that. But now I'm feeling good. Awesome God we serving. That lady threw them the lady that threw them in the trash 3 years ago. I bought her company. She threw them in the trash and started me. I wasn't thinking. I was at James Mosier. I used to rent these. I got them because Donnie. I wanted to put T-ball. I was over there at James Mosier where I know Donnie from coaching, and I went over there and I bought my grandson. I bought the oldest surviving black little league in the country. The oldest surviving black little league in the country. Donnie did the research on that.
Mike Nice. Mike Nice.
Yeah.
James Mosier. Baseball. West Baltimore.
That's where we come from.
Hey, Mike, that was the epitome of love in our neighborhood. Family showed up, cousins showed up, people came from everywhere just to watch baseball games and football games in the park.
Tell about the parade.
Number 1 parade in Baltimore City. And it's ironic. Frank came up and said that's what he remembers so much about Evergreen Park. It started at a little small park. That's where we kicked off at, Evergreen Park. And Evergreen Park is just home to Frank and them.
Let me say this to you, Mike. Give me 1 second, Maurice. Let me say this to you, Mike. My mom could be home in her kitchen cooking, getting dinner ready, or whatever ready. I could be cleaning the backyard.
That was me. I'm listening.
Hold on for a second. When you hear this, boom, 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 clap, and the motherfuckers come up the streets with them horns and them drums, boom, 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 boom. And I'm talking about, if you know African Americans, we don't just do a song.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
In our own rendition.
We
perform
perform
a motherfucking song like it's supposed to be done. But that's how the parade kicked off. And when no matter where you are, within a 10-block radius, you heard that fucking sound. It resonated. And I swear to God, I don't know where so many people came from, but people be standing on the side because we have to clear the streets. The traffic
Oh
is
yeah,
stopped.
everything's blocked off.
Everything stops.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowds on the side of the line in the streets because they cousins and nephews and so forth out there dancing and doing their thing. And excuse me, and mama's up on the porch, sitting on the porch watching, and people you don't even know. Love you.
Yeah.
Hey mama, how you doing? You all right, man? You all right, miss? You want to get was the time.
Damn, get it together, brother. I know you remember your mom's.
Yo, dude, this was the time when the motherfucker would clear the way for your mother to get through to the front so she could see the fucking parade, my nigga. This
Real
was when
tough.
people respected each other and loved each other.
Real tough.
Fuck happened.
You know, now we at the last parade, the boys come over there.
A whole lot of shit happened.
Say it again.
A whole lot of shit happened.
Hey,
Like
look, I look at
like a constant barrage of heroin, cocaine, crack cocaine, liquor stores, other races into the black community, black people moving out Liberty Road.
You know what's so interesting now?
Black people moving to Essex, black people leaving Baltimore altogether.
You know what's so interesting? I didn't see that at maybe I wasn't privy to it because I can't get into that because I don't put my mother business on black because my mother hung out with like Little Melvin and you know at the underground all that shit. My mother went to what's the other spot across the street from the underground?
Gentleman's 10.
Gentleman's 10.
Gentleman's 10, my nigga. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But my sister hung out at Odell's and what was that, Gatsby's and shit. I always was mad, like, damn, I can't wait to go to a club so I can go to Gatsby's. As soon as I'm old enough, Gatsby's over and shit. Odell's is over.
Yeah.
See, Mike, you don't know about the days of old.
Huh?
Mike don't know about the days of Odell's, do he?
I know about that shit, man. I was on North Avenue in the 90s, like, lined up. Like, old baby.
Donnie, we gotta get people like them on the late night, dude. I'm gonna work on that. We're gonna get Wayne Davis, DJ Wayne Davis, Ooh. Tommy Davis. We're gonna get that because you know what, man? Sometimes like just what's been put on us in life, yo, is so fucked up. Even with all these successful people on here, that we don't even appreciate that, or at least talk about it anymore.
If we talk about it, it'll be a success. We get to just bring all the people to the forefront.
That's what we need to do, Mike. We're gonna get them up there on your show and do the show live from your show. You have to, we can't. It's COVID. Oh God, I forgot your boy Donnie fucked us up.
Now we got ways to work it out. Let's do it. Let's do this show on the air. We can work it out. It's all beautiful.
Wow, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
So party,
when you really sit back and if you come from that era and call us OGs, no matter what age you're looking at, call us OGs. But I thank God to be an OG. I thank God that my single mother.
So let me jump in, Frank. Party.
Yeah.
Frank produced my television show.
The Donnie Glover show?
Yeah, that's
man.
No, this dude right here. Yeah, this dude right here, Frank.
Damn, that's what's up, man. That was kind of hot.
Did you see it?
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. That's that Baltimore shit.
Yeah.
Niggas be hot as fish grease, and niggas be like, yo, that was kind of hot.
And you know something, piggybacking on that.
No, what I'm saying, Martin, is it's funny because that's a Baltimore terminology. Is it, Mike? Or they never say that in New York. Yo, that's kind of hot.
Yeah, that is some Baltimore shit.
You know Baltimore shit, little.
You gotta take
little and shit. Your little ass car, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck out here with your little ass car and shit.
But that's the
your
same,
little ass.
That's the same motherfucker that would. That's the same motherfucker that wouldn't have said anything if that shit was weed. So the fact that he says something,
you know what I'm noticing though when I listen to Mike and I listen to Frank Donnie. Every time they come up with an idea or something, they don't push it away. Did you hear that, brother? When Frank said, "Man, we should do this," you was the first thing that Mike said, "Man, let's do it." You feel me? When Mike said something to Frank, he said, "Man, let's get it done." See, all that procrastinating that everybody is doing. That's why nothing gets done. You know what I mean? The plaque on the wall is a story about 4 people: somebody, everybody, anybody, and nobody. It was an important job to be done. Everybody said they would do it.
Hey, Maurice.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this little short story. Donnie, you need to pay attention. Donnie called me one day and was like, Frank, I need you to go to the studio and do an interview with me. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna bring my wife and we'll do a husband-wife interview. My wife couldn't make it, so I came and met Donnie there and went with Donnie, right? Donnie wanted me to just help him figure everything out, make sure, as he always do, have the best experience he can. So it wasn't a bad experience, but Donnie, everybody know Donnie. Donnie particular as a motherfucker. Donnie just particular as shit. I said, Donnie, what you fucking need to do is ask somebody to help you find a platform, my nigga, so you can control your own shit. You never have to ever fucking again wait for somebody to get some shit together or wait for somebody, including me. You never have to be at the handcuffs of anybody ever again. And look what y'all looking at right now.
Wow.
It's a grandbaby of a lot of generations of people that helped, including Frank. Frank was a major catalyst.
Hey, listen, I ain't saying I did it. All I'm saying is it's important that when something resonates in your heart, you take it and go. And my point is that we never be sitting here tonight. We would not be. And we probably would never get a show with all of us on it because it's so easy. It's now so much easier for Donnie to sit in his room, Mike to sit in his room, looking all sexy like a little superstar. I see you. Yeah, man. And Maurice sitting there in his fucking bed. Maurice, take a sip with me real quick.
Donnie said I can't, but hey,
take a sip with me.
I gotta go get a
glass.
Listen,
hold on, Mike. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ready? Here's the Donnie Glover.
Here's the Donnie Glover.
Hey, salute.
Salute.
Congratulations, Donnie, for your second show, your second episode of this. I appreciated you when you called me and said, Frank, I'm gonna do it and shit. Because this started off as a test pilot, right? Donnie, you want to tell him? This started off as a test pilot.
Fine.
Huh?
You're doing fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take over your show. You know how I am. They say that in the clubhouse too. When I do the clubhouse show, they like, yo, you coming to be taking over people's stages and shit. I just like to keep it real and keep the
You in clubhouse, Mike Nice?
Mike, you're in clubhouse yet?
Did he freeze up on me?
Mike shit froze. This nigga put a frozen picture so he can run to the bathroom.
His
internet fucked up.
I was about to do that to you just now.
Hey, but
Mike,
you
got some special effects on it.
Donnie.
Mike over there playing with the special effects.
Hey, let me tell you, when I was looking at the show, it's amazing how some of these shows, I'm going to watch and look because Donnie says it's this and that. And I found out about Brown's funeral home over there. He was one of the guests on that. And they start talking about he's the only cremation there that does on stuff like these things are right there in our neighborhood, and we never knew. Donnie, like y'all have the information is power. Information is power. When people get to talking about these things, you never know the history you have in your backyard. You feel
me? Good, Mike. You good? You back? And you sound good.
I've been knowing Donnie before Donnie been knowing I've been knowing him. That's what I was saying just now. Cause like used to do the show on EAA on Sunday nights, and when Zachary Coleman used to call in, I used to have to come in and run your board. I walked in there one night and he was talking shit to somebody on the phone, and they had the cigarette smoke going. And I was like, "That's my nigga, yo." Like, yo, that's my motherfucker, yo. Like I fucks with him. These other coons, they niggas is square. Like here, I fucks with them. And then that whole shit with Ty Powers went down, and but I've been fucking with you for a long time. You don't even know that, man. You don't even know that, bro.
Hey, Frank and Mike, you know what gets me? When he used to ask me to come go on the show, WLB, I come over there to show, I'm all dressed, nervous, getting myself right, got my little pen and pad. The show started at 10, he get there at 9:58.
With some fresh
he ain't never on that. Walk straight in, wing it. Come on, let's go. That's it. The door's still opening, and bam, I'm trying to get situated. Bam, Baltimore. Then I realized this what y'all do. This shit don't intimidate y'all. This what y'all do. You know what I mean?
He probably wasn't suited and booted. He probably had some fresh Timbs on. He
ain't care about none of that. Didn't care about none of it. It was winging. I was ready for 3 days. I had notes. I was dressed well, not realizing it's a fucking radio show. Can't nobody see me. I'm dressed well, cleaned the car, got the whip shine and all this kind of shit. And to get down there, and then when I come in there, I'm looking for Donnie. Me and 4 more guests looking for Donnie. He ain't nowhere to be found. He come in as usual. 9:57. He walking through the door with his coffee in his hand. Walk through, come on, let's go. I go to say something, come on, takes me on the clock. Next thing I know, we down in the chair and he hollering, Baltimore, Baltimore, Baltimore. I look back and that's when I say, when I listen at you, Mike, you just in the studio. It ain't nothing to you, it's your shit. You know what I mean? Frank got a bunch of plaques on the wall and stuff like that. Ain't nothing to him. It's his shit.
He got records on the wall.
Well, all right, records, I can't really see it. I know they're awards. What we call them in baseball.
Tell them what they are, Frank. Tell them what they are.
Say it again.
Tell them what they are.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, they're record plaques. They're plaques that, when you, their appreciation from the record labels is a symbol of your contribution to whatever that project we was working, meaning that Jay-Z album or that Temptations album or whatever the album or project that was. So some of these, this is a gold plaque, meaning I contributed to selling over 500,000 of these. It's multi-platinum now. That's a Raucous gold plaque. That's a TI platinum plaque. That's $1 million. That's a Pretty Ricky platinum plaque. That's $1 million. And I have a couple more around here. I have a couple of them. I got a Snoop Dogg plaque.
Frank, hand clap my nigga. Proud of you, man. Hand clap my nigga. You know what I mean?
And that plaque is for over 10 million sold.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know? Water comes to my heart, may even come out my eyes. Just thinking about my circle. You know what I mean? Hey, think back, Mike. Think back, Donnie. Think back myself. When the teachers told us when we was getting in trouble, we would never be nobody. You ain't gonna be shit. You hard-headed. You stand in the corner. You stand at the school. You ain't gonna be nobody. And Donnie ends his show every day with, I am somebody. Mike, I just retired from the jail, Clifton T. Perkins, criminally insane jail, right? The penal system. I just retired from. I was a guard. I'm a nurse, but over the jail.
One more time. Where you retired from?
Clifton T. Perkins. That's a jail out in Jessup. Now, it's an awesome God we serving. I'd have been locked up in every goddamn penal institution there is. I'm an ex-dope fiend jailbird, and now I do private security service. I'm an armed guard. They give Party Marty a legal gun. I done had a gun, Mike, like you all my life. In the dip, under the seat, in the armrest, taped to the battery, on my nuts, all my life. Now they give Party Marty a gun. I walk up to you, how you doing, officer? He got his gun, I got my gun. I'm the same nigga I lived in the penitentiary in Hagerstown and BCCC, all that kind of stuff. And then I end up with a job working with inmates and retired from the state with that. I said all that to say, don't give up before the miracle happens. Don't give up before the miracle happens, young people. You know what I mean? Don't tell me about cured cancer. Don't tell me about the blind all of a sudden seeing or the cripple walking or parting the Red Sea. You looking at 4 miracles. Yeah, we made it out. You are looking at 4 miracles.
But we had a chance, man. Don't make it seem like this shit was, these kids today don't have it easy, Marty, because it was different for us, right?
Oh,
we had a whole community, Marty. We had a whole community fight for us.
Hey, do y'all remember when anybody mother could beat you? Remember when anybody mother could beat you? Nigga, you did something wrong.
So hold up. Let's hear from Mike. with that loud ass phone. Hey, Mike, the headphones cause a lot of feedback, I think.
Man, these shits ain't even on.
Oh, they not.
That shit was a fucking
You just got a loud ass phone.
all that technical knowledge in his.
We here though. But come on, Mike, nice. Say something before we get up out of here. And thank you for coming out.
Yeah, not a problem. Hey, yo, I really don't know what to say, but I want to put it out.
We're gonna need you to get your audio together next time you do this shit.
Get my who?
Your audio.
Is my shit fucking?
I'll come over there and fix it. I'll come over there and fix it for you, Mr. Engineer.
All right, but every time you talk, it pop. When I talk, it don't pop. Like,
so, Mike, are you on Clubhouse?
I got a couple invites. I ain't never. Nah, I'm not.
Sure.
You should go, Mike, because I'm telling you, hip hop. What you do will go over amazing on there.
Mike,
you should go on there. Even if you go in there and figure it out and then see what it's about. It ain't nothing you gotta listen. Once you go on, first of all, ain't nobody gonna pay you no attention anyway. But once you start going into the room,
me, man. 3, including Frank.
3 what? Say it again.
You got to get invited. I guess you can also go there and just knocking on the door. But the point is, it's a great network. It's kind of like a Facebook on the phone. Big mall with a bunch of different rooms. But Frank has a genius with it. Frank got a slick game, bro. And I mean that to the highest praise. I don't mean slick like get over slick. I mean it's.
You got a good plan. Hey,
y'all been on that, Mike? Hey, Mike.
I just tell you what I do got. I got 100. I got 100 shares in that motherfucking stock. So I'm gonna get to 10,000. So keep rocking. And it started at Tunji, but it changed over to CMJR or something. So I got 100 in that. I'm trying to go up in that. And
so Marty, I'm
gonna log in.
So Marty, it's a Facebook, but it's all on the phone.
Hey, check us out. Real talk. I mean this, Mike, and I mean this, Frank. Real talk. All this kind of stuff, man. You know, Donnie drags me along in it. I like to be part of stuff that I don't know. I want in. Now that I know y'all, I know you by face. I know who you are.
Marty,
I'm telling you as men, whatever you can do, stuff like that. Teach me some new shit that I can learn.
Hey, Marty,
I want in.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
Marty, I need an investor, right? And I'm not talking about you, but I'm just putting it out there in case somebody see this that can resonate with this. I need an investor, right, that would help me go into a Walbrook or a Carver or one of these schools that's just still sitting and work out something with the education system or the city to take over a section of that school and turn that section of that school into an empowerment center for our kids. And the only way they can get access to it is to keep a certain level of a grade. The effective part of that is going to be these kids will be able to utilize a full-fledged studio, not a makeshift little fucking shop, full-fledged studio. They will be able to shoot their music videos. They will be able to design apps. They will be able to learn how to film and make movies and be taught how to be actors and taught business, the business of business and all of this influence for the only universal thing that all kids can relate to. If you told one of these kids today, and I'm going to make it short, Donnie, because I know you don't want me preaching. If you told one of these kids today, they go, oh, you damn, yo, how I get in the studio, yo, how I get my record out and shit, yo, how I become a part, damn, y'all shot that video there, little yo and them and shit, really? Damn, how y'all do that? We ain't pay nothing for it. We just went to school and kept our grades up.
Wow. Run, tell that. Yeah.
Damn, yo, how you getting that commercial and shit for that car company? Yo, how you record that record? Where you record that at?
So Mike Nice, what advice
Mike
you got?
shit is frozen. He frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen again.
Can't hear nothing you saying, right? I really can't hear nothing you saying. We go out and come back just for you.
My glass almost empty. Marty, can you pour me a little something?
Man, this has been a good time, man.
All right, we be back here the same time next Thursday.
Hey, Donnie, real quick,
9
Donnie.
o'clock.
Donnie, real quick. Yo, thank you for this, man. Because this is what I'm talking about with the late night show, right? Because I didn't cuss so much. I'm drinking live. And more than anything, yo, you introduced me to yet another person who left me today in the night when I be honest with you, logged on here and I was my mind was off a little bit because of something that recently just happened, right? Today. My mind was totally off. I was totally out of context mentally. And this just made me reflect on some incredible motherfucking memories. I ain't go. Boom! Take it out, Donnie. Boom! Put it on. Boom! Boom!
The West Siders, baby.
Boom! Boom! Put it on. Yo,
You know
sometimes I go to my mama house down on Loretta Avenue, Donnie, and I look at her and I just love her so much for just loving me, even with no dad being around and shit, just being her, seeing the struggles that my mother went through.
Frank,
to raise 5 goddamn kids by herself.
Watch this, Frank. How many kids you got, Marty?
5.
How many grandkids you got?
I don't have a clue. A gang of them. I got 4 great grandkids. I have great grandkids. You know, my son's 48. But you know, hey, let me ask you this, Frank. Do you remember when Paco Picos was Harleys?
No.
Yeah, before it was Paco Picos, it was Harleys.
Nigga, I only remember Paco Picos. I remember they going to get them subs on Friday night and Saturday, boy. Woo!
Donnie, you remember Harleys, don't you?
Nigga, we raced up to Paco Picos.
Yeah.
Harley's shop this thing are very fine.
Exactly.
What is
in
he
front
doing?
Of you.
He wrestling with the camera, bro. What's he doing, man? I'm trying to work with Mike.
But Donnie, listen, I ain't gonna hold you for the rest of the night, man. But thank you for the memories tonight, man.
Thank you both, man.
They had me in tears.
Hey Frank, you couldn't put it better than that. Enough said. And you know what I mean? And Donnie, thank you for always keeping me in this circle. You know what I mean? For going out to say to somebody, hey, Frank, you know what I mean? This is my friend party. Hey, Mike, this is my friend party.
Hey, you know what I mean? Donnie, the only person can have me over here in tears.
Hey, shout out to Kobe.
My man, a team makes these clothes. Controversy. I'm representing controversy.
Okay.
Yeah. A team lead, my main apple scrabble.
All right.
So
I'm
Frank,
representing Johnson's Empire.
Got you. And Party Marty and big ups to Mike Nice. I will literally be on with Mike Nice at midnight tonight.
Okay.
If you're watching that on the day that's aired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. And Frank, we're gonna do some things on the book, right? On Clubhouse. We want to do the Black Wall Street Awards over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Frank, keep me in your loop, dog. Real talk.
Good deal.
Keep me in your loop, please.
Be safe.
Frank,
and what you say, Marty? You said where to what?
I said, Frank, keep me in your loop.
No.
Okay, Donnie can exchange our numbers or send me the number, and then I'll text you, and we can definitely.
What'd you say, Donnie?
And where?
The damn mask. You know, our governor says it nice and plain. Wear the damn mask. Hey, man, much